Dirty roll on takeoff, followed by a Cuban 8. Look to the left. It's time for Billy Mitchell to shove those throttles forward. Ladies and gentlemen, we present to you the 2008 NAS Oceana Airshow Canadian Forces CF-18 Hornet demonstration. Outstanding one-to-one thrust-to-weight ratio of the CF-18. Coming through 2,000 feet, Billy throws the stick on the from the 1936 Miami Air Races. I'll tell you a little bit about that more a little later. Turn around using a watch of altitude for almost 5,000 feet. He'll dive back in to perform a series of level rolls. Must occasionally slow down and let the enemy fly out in front of it. The aircraft that can fly the slowest will gain the advantage. Billy now is going to slow the Hornet down to almost minimum speed, approaching center stage at 125 miles per hour. At the center stage, he'll light the afterburners and accelerate vertically. From the left, the high alpha or high angle of attack pass. He's going to pull back on the stick, increasing the number of degrees the nose is pulled up past the horizon. That number of degrees is called the alpha or the angle of attack. He'll pull the nose back to some 35 degrees, nose high, and slow the aircraft down to less than 100 miles an hour. Dive back toward the ground, setting up now for what he calls the level 360. It'll demonstrate the agility of the Hornet in changing direction. Billy's going to fly the aircraft at a 360-degree maximum rate. 6G turn. He'll weigh over 1,200 pounds in the cockpit. Watch as he banks sharply to the left. configuration. Aerodynamically dirty is what this is called. He'll have the gear hanging out, the tail hook hanging down as well. But take a look as he demonstrates not only the dirty pass, but as he reaches the right-hand side of the box, he's going to show you how he does it. Upside down. Defending and protecting our northern flank. The topside pass will give you an opportunity to look right down inside the cockpit as Captain Mitchell rolls the aircraft into 90 degrees of bank, knife-edge flight. Watch as the nose comes up, and here's the first 90 degrees of a 4-point roll. There's the topside pass. Now as Billy repositions, he's going to set up for what we call the vertical departure. And you see a lot of you looking around behind you because he's going to come in doing it from behind. And in a moment, we're going to have the opportunity to go live to the cockpit with Billy Mitchell as he does his vertical climb. Ladies and gentlemen, here comes the CF-18 Hornet. Volunteers and sponsors think it's the best possible for y'all today. Give me just 1 second to get back down for the high-speed pass. Roger that. Nice job, everybody. Ladies and gentlemen, you can hear you. Give them a big round of applause. You hear that, buddy? He's got it. Excellent. Now, ladies and gentlemen, although you've just seen Captain Mitchell and the Hornet just about disappear out of sight, keep your eyes as he spirals toward the ground in order to set up for his next pass. He'll demonstrate the impressive acceleration and high-speed capability of the Hornet, approaching stage center. You're going to have to cover your ears as he'll scream past the show line at more than 600 miles per hour. His Mach meter will read 0.95 as he comes by, and then he'll have to get off the throttles because he doesn't want to break the sound barrier. Representing the folks from Canada, here comes Captain Billy Mitchell in the high-speed pass. Skies are getting better by the moment, and the vapors are still good. Maintaining a high-performance aircraft takes a very dedicated group of professionals. And joining Captain Mitchell here today are Corporal Carl Tremblay, Corporal Joel Gagnon, Corporal Réal Landry, Corporal Gelil, and Master Corporal Daniel Tarret, 425 Squadron Crew Chief. Let's give the maintainers a nice round of applause. There are more than 300 jobs waiting for you if you're a Canadian up there in the Canadian Forces. If you got the desired indication of determination, there's a position for you with the Canadian Forces. the CF-18 Hornet demonstration today. They hope you've enjoyed it as much as Billy has flying it for you. And he'll be coming in for his bow engine. One of the great dares of all of aviation history. He said, give us 120 days and we'll build you a new airplane. And in 117 days, in an amazing engineering feat, the Mustang was born, originally outfitted with an Allison V12 engine generating about 1,400 horsepower. It was not a good enough engine at the high altitudes where the Royal Air Force